Good morning, 7th graders. This is Miss Hollenbeck, and it is Sunday morning. I'm going to show you my Mother's Day present. One of them, meet Winnie. Isn't she sweet? I have another one running around here, Winston, but they're kind of running around terrorizing the dog right now, so it's rather humorous. My husband suggested that I do the video over in the living room, but they'd be all you do is watch them. They're pretty funny, climbing all over everything and messing around. So she's staying right up under my. No, she's gonna crawl on the chairs here. Anyway, it's Winifred and Winston, and my new babies. So that was a nice little gift to come home to. I went and got my kids yesterday from college in Nebraska. So I came home to some two little babies, two little kittens. Well, there's actually three, but one of them is not mine. Anyway, the dog is tolerating them. We'll see how that goes. Our first word is, I'm on page 79. Our first word is bedlam, and that's kind of what it is when all three of these kittens get going. It's bedlam. Oh, Winnie just fell off the chair. It's chaos. It's craziness, and we are familiar with that word from Christmas Carol, because Ebenezer used that word. Is she stuck or something? I heard some meowing. Oh, they're fighting over there. Colloquial is our next. Oh, bedlam is a noun. I'm sorry, bedlam is a noun. Colloquial is an adjective, and colloquial is the type of language you guys use when you're up in the hall before school. When you're just talking with your friends. It's very informal. It's not what you would write an essay in. It's not the kind of language you would use in an essay. You wouldn't use colloquialisms. Hello, Dulcie. You would use or colloquial language. You would use formal language. See, there's Winnie again. Hello, hello. Our next word is consolidate. Consolidate is a verb. You consolidate, you unite efforts. Some people consolidate loans, and then that means to bring them together and then make one payment. Consolidate your efforts on projects. That means you unite, you get together, and you work together to get one thing done. Hello, sweetie. Are you talking to me? Consolidate is a verb. We have all sorts of activity going on this morning. There's a cooking lesson happening in the back. My husband's alarm clock is going off, and the cats are running rampant. It's bedlam. Constituent. Constituent is a person noun, or it could be a collective noun. Oh no, that's constituency. Constituent is person noun, and politicians are concerned with their constituents. These are the people that vote to put them in office. A constituent is a supporter, somebody who can vote, and so they can, they pretty much decide who makes or who gets in office. All right, the constituents, those are the voters. It can also be, the book notes it as an adjective. So check that out. Okay. They also give another noun definition. If you are working on a puzzle, there are a lot of a lot of constituents, and a constituent. You're missing one constituent. That's the piece that makes the puzzle complete. It's a necessary part of that puzzle. That's the constituent. Okay. Let's see. I have a lot of C words. The next one is curtail. Curtail is easy. Curtail is a verb, and it just means to shorten. If we're giving presentations and I'm watching the clock and time is growing short, I will tell the group you might want to curtail doing this portion of your presentation until, curtail your presentation, and we'll do the rest of it tomorrow. Okay? That means you have to shorten your presentation. Okay? I don't think they're going in order. So, destitute. Destitute is an adjective, and destitute means very poor, poverty-stricken, having no money or resources. Okay. That's destitute. Emancipate. Emancipate is a verb. And you have heard this word, the noun form, when you study in history, the Emancipation Proclamation that Lincoln signed, and the Emancipation Proclamation was that document that abolished slavery and freed the slaves. So, I'm right here. Emancipate means to set free. Some 8th graders are going to feel emancipated in a couple of weeks. So, do you see yourself? Okay. All right. That claw stuck on me. Okay. Emancipate is a verb. Okay. Do you want down, baby? Or not? Exultant. Exultant is an adjective. Okay. And exultant means really joyful. Triumphant. We are exultant, especially on Easter. Our celebrations on Easter are exultant, because we have every reason to be joyful. As Christ triumphed over the grave, we too will triumph over the grave. So that's a reason to be exultant. Ornate. Ornate is an adjective, and ornate means really fancy, really intricate, very decked out with special, beautiful, intricate design. Okay, that is ornate. Some architecture can be very ornate if it has some Ionic columns, and just the carving can be very ornate. Okay, Winnie is on my chair, which means I'm going to come up here, maybe. Yes. So that is ornate. And our last word, prelude. We talked about that in the analogies. A prelude is that beginning portion of the book before the exposition, before the book itself begins. We kind of get an introduction of what's going to happen. That's in the prelude. I'm sharing my chair, Winifred. So, anyway, let's go back to the context lesson. And the context lesson is on page 197. Okay, I'm going to take a quick gander at the words, and because in my book I have everything all underlined and everything. And it's looking. Here's what they did. They did a lot of synonyms after the word. Like in the next sentence. Oh, there's one in the second column where the meaning comes prior to the vocab word, but many of them are after the, and they're like exact synonyms. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of exact synonyms. There's an opposite. There is an opposite on, it gives you kind of a contrasting sentence there. There is a simile. Make sure you write down that simile. Okay, they show you the meaning of the word by comparing it to something in the simile. There is a there is kind of an example of one, but otherwise there's a lot of exact synonyms right behind the words. So that's the biggest one I'm seeing in this. Anyway, nice talking to you, 7th grade, on our last video for 7th grade. That has to be exciting. And I don't know where Winston is. Yeah, my husband's going to grab Winston, and then you can see both of them. My new little baby's Winnie's are like him sitting right here. I'm messing with her in the chair. Here comes Winston. This is Winston. Say hi. Hi. Yeah. There's Winston. He's pretty chill, but he was rather rambunctious this morning. He likes a face rub. Give him a face rub, Larson. He likes a face rub. They're all calming down now because they got their playing time out of the way. Anyway, we'll talk to you tomorrow, 7th grade.